A week ago, Sony asked if one of us from the Australian office would like to come along and try and be Nathan Drake for a day. Now, for absolutely no good reason, the opportunity was passed along to me. Far and away the most unfit, unadventurous, and unlikely to survive a day as Nathan Drake of the three of us.
I work out approximately once a year, and that's usually after a guilt-inspired New Year's resolution that I inevitably flake out on every January. The only things Nathan Drake and I have in common is that we're both sarcastic smartasses with a penchant for combat boots. A trait that I'll admit really does help when your lungs are burning after hiking through the forest.
Exercise. This is an exercise.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, how hard is it to be a wall-scaling, death-defying treasure hunter for a day? Well, pretty bloody hard as it happens.
Frequently in Uncharted 4, you'll catch Nathan Drake saying he's having a pretty great time. He remarks on the sweet views and the fun he's having, and that was certainly the mood that kicked off the day, as we soared over the coast of Sydney in a helicopter. Of course, that was the first time in my life for me, and just like a Tuesday for Nathan. Drake is certainly your run-of-the-mill Indiana Jones Han Solo action man. He even bears similarities to other characters that aren't played by Harrison Ford. He can hang on walls by his fingertips for days, race down busy streets in a four-wheel drive, killing minimal civilians, and survive falling a lot. Seriously, if you thought Lara Croft fell a lot in Tomb Raider, you'll want to tally up how regularly gravity fails Nate in Uncharted. So off I went to the wilderness to try and survive a day as Nathan Drake might. I built a fairly successful fire on my second try, did my best not to pull a Nate and crash into a rock wall while abseiling, and squeezed through rock formations that I'm pretty sure were not up to code.
These bridges are clearly not built to code.
Sure they are. The pirate code.
I even ate a worm. Yeah, I don't remember when Nate does that either, but I did it. So I guess that's 1 point for Jess and like 800 for Nate. Of course, for me it was safety first, so excuse the harness and helmet. I promise this stuff was harder than it looked. Comparatively, Nate does stuff like this, and this, and this. All of which I think Sony preferred us to avoid given the enormous medical bills we would have sent them. Fortunately, at the end of all that hiking was our trusty quad bikes, which are criminally fun, and I felt just like Nathan Drake. Well, kind of.
A little warning next time.
Alright, so I didn't get shot at or almost die at any point during the day, but I did have a damn good time. That said, if you do want to step it up to the adventuring extremes of Nate, it's probably best to do it in-game, I think.
Be sure to check out our extensive Uncharted 4 content on GameSpot, including my 3 story recap videos, although I didn't get bitten by a dozen leeches making those, so you've probably chosen well here.